Alright, so there up on a hillside with the man himself, Mr. Richard Currie.
Listen, listen.
Next in line, chief of a compound town, you know.
This is
I
a
do
lot of excitement.
some serious work in the village same way still. And would I just like to, you know, dive down in it a little, dissect it a little, get a little of his understanding what he's about, his vision coming up, you know. So Curry,
Listen.
they're up on a hillside, I go
They're
and
up
take
on the
in the view.
hillside.
You
Listen.
understand? I see a whole heap of pretty lands across the prairie over there. So.
Yeah, man. Hills and valleys, you know?
Yeah, man, I see like you have a mission and deal with on the hillside. So I could know what's going on.
Alright, well, blessed love. Give thanks again for taking the trek, I should say, coming up here, you know? I mean, Maroon Town is a special place. Not only for what we know about Maroon Town, but you know, it's a nice, like a tranquil place to come cool out and get away from it all, you know? Take the mind out of the hustle and bustle and some clean fresh air, drink some jelly and
No joke.
mango time, you know, eat 2 mango and go on easy, you know?
For real.
So right now, so my name Richard Currie, yeah? Born Maroon, you know, part of the whole story of the ancestry of our culture. And really, what I'm there right now I do is clear down some land because you know the process of putting in my ganja farm, you know. Everything that has happened in the last 2 years within the ganja industry has provided opportunities for not only the average Jamaican, but with the sentiment as it is around ganja and around maroons, you know, not much was really left for the indigenous peoples from the decriminalization of the crop in 2015. And that was part of my challenge to the powers that be that, you know, I mean, you guys are saying you're trying to create an open industry that is inclusive, but in the legislation that was passed, nothing was passed or nothing was mentioned of the Maroons. And when I asked about it, they told me that the Rastafarians were given privilege, were given priority in the discussion, but it's not that. They did not consider the Maroons because they stated indigenous, which would capture the Maroons.
Exactly.
However, the legislation didn't move or didn't provide enough information to guide us as prospective growers in the industry as to how we could attain such. So, you know, in the lobbying that I did in my years, I started pushing the button a little more further to try and get some answers. And that's how the AD program was born. Now, the AD program came out of a process that was implemented to take small farmers, marginalized farmers, from the illegitimate regime to a legitimate regime. And it's a graduating process that would then enable them to seek and apply a license. Now, man, we say, we are maroon. You don't need.
Alright, so you touched upon the AD program, and as far as I know, the CLA implemented the AD program in a number of places. Like, how has the AD program affected you? I mean, meaning that have you benefited per se from the AD program? Has it been a significant help? As when they launched it, they claimed that it would have, you know, given a lot of opportunities and adventures or avenues rather as it regards to getting the ganja from farm to a buyer.
Right.
How is that for you?
Alright. So for me, speaking from experience, the AD program, which was heavily involved in getting into a compound, has failed. And it has failed for more than one reason, of which I won't get into too much detail, but I'll provide my own opinion as to why the AD program failed. The AD program failed because of the structure of the program, how it was designed and how it was administered, right? In terms of how it was laid out. Now, the program itself and the design of the program has its credibility, right? It can work, right?
It's the
Now,
management.
it's the management and how it's deployed. The information that also accompanies what is being done and how it is being done is very important. And a lot of those were missing from how the program was being implemented in a compound. One, there wasn't full clarity as to how the program works. What are the entitlements? What do I, as the small man, get from this or from being involved in this? Right? A lot of false expectations were set, and as a result, the farmers, a lot of the persons who were participating in the program, they had no line of sight. So everything was left up to a hearsay or he say, she say. You know, the powers that be who would have been in control of the program at that time didn't do their part either, because again, your responsibility is in farming, right? It's in rolling out and administering the project. You should be informing them, right? You should be guiding them. You should be educating them, right? And you should be straight and upright as to how the program works and where the end game is for every single person that is a part of the program. You have to have a direction.
You have a direction.
So the AD program was developed to graduate small farmers into a process where they can then apply for their individual license, right? Coming out of the AD program, which would have reduced a lot of the up and down and the red tape that is associated with applying for a license right now. So what happened is the information that was shared was false, in many senses incorrect, and on top of that, we had two other persons who came in, wanted to buy from the program, but the communication at the time was that the AD program was being run by one other entity who was an investor in the project. And that entity was now the entity that would then buy the produce from the farmers. So again, that was a diversion as to how the structure of the program should work, because essentially you do need a buyer. What was happening is we were given a buyer.
Okay. There's like everything when done initiated before and then, you know, after all of that, them just make it look like, say, this are coming in and...
So that's the thing. I can only tell you the facts as it is and as I know it, because again, this is my opinion and I'm putting to you what information and what I have seen at the fore. So now...
Alright, but guess what now? We're not going to diverge too much into that. We're not going to digress too much. So let me get back to the topic at hand. What you are dealing with?
What me I deal with now, so me I try put in a 1 acre farm up here, so, right? And I have a dream for maroon ganja, right? I have a dream for indigenous ganja. And I have a dream for wellness, not just ganja, wellness pan a whole. So when you talk about your lemongrass, when you talk about your turmeric, right? I'm into the value added. I don't just want to grow for sell. Right, you understand? I want to grow for achieve an end product. Mind, body, soul. You understand? Full 9 yards. Yeah? So what I've been working on for the last year and a half is getting the infrastructure in place for these guys to come and do their inspection and pass us for cultivation. 1 acre cultivation, the idea is we focus on bringing back some of the indigenous strains. We want to grow exotic weed up here. Yeah, we also want to create a wellness product around it, you know? Because all we know and all we live on is what you see around us, the bush. Yeah?
There's power in the
all
bush.
our medicine come from the bush. We don't need nothing more than what growing at the bush. Right? So the Rasta man there and him can tell it. You know? Everything what you need, God put it yourself for you and him give it in the bush.
Yeah.
Yeah? So my whole vision for up here is creating a wellness haven. Right? People come here, they get one. I want them to feel like, okay, this is a place for me. Why? Because I cater to the things I like, the things I eat, and how they're catered to. Because we plan to do strictly organic farming, right? Organic, we strictly believe in organic. And when we say organic, we mean no chemical, no carcinogen, nothing that is outside of natural, right? It should be able to be naturally absorbed, broken down through the natural process. Nothing that is of a secondary nature,
No additives.
No additives. Yeah? Strictly natural
So, as
and
regards
organic.
to that organic line that you're talking about now, is it that you're just going to grow, as I said, the turmeric and stuff here and have them exported? Sorry, wrong choice of word, transported to another location to have it processed, or you're going to do all that processing here on spot?
Yeah. So the intention is to initially start by processing off-site until we can get the necessary equipment, tooling in to actually do it on-site. We have to resort to banking on the capabilities that currently exist out there to help provide some of those value addeds.
Alright, so we understand what go on, we get a little vision in the mindset here. So watch out now. Go take a look and see what go on the farm, right?
Up top, boss. Up top.
So reach up on the hilltop. Mr. Currie himself I go and look over in the abundantness, you know?
Abundance of brethren, abundance, you know?
Joy.
Yeah, man, so this is what them call big grum.
Yeah,
All I
man.
say is a big valley, you know?
It's a nice view.
We have springs down there, we have springs across the foot of those hills, and they say, so you're looking at the Cockpit Mountains right here, you know? Right in the heart of Cockpit country there. Yeah? Yeah, so right now we are putting in place a dry house. So the dry house and the office, right, I got the up here, so basically I oversee the whole farm itself. And the idea is from the outside of the farm, we want to keep it strictly organic too. We want to do some ginger, right? We want to do some fever grass, right? And then over here, so now, we have some turmeric, right? And the turmeric is another, the turmeric is another hidden crop, you know? It's one of them hidden gems there, and it grows natural up here, so organic, my brother. So we actually start take out the turmeric and we put it into a farmer process too, because we realize the demand for turmeric and we also realize the benefits of it, you know. So many we can tell you right now, you'd probably know them already. You know, anti-cancerous, help manage anxiety, immune system booster, reduces inflammation. There's so many, you know. And right now, I get into the process of creating a product, a turmeric shot, which will encapsulate other medicinal products here, which at the end of the day, are going to make everyone away healthier individuals. You know what I mean? Strictly maroon here. Culture. Yeah, man. So all over this stuff, we are see right now, turmeric. You understand? And we there do we look at things same way. We are planning we look at tomato them same way. You understand? We have to eat, don't pat off a bubble. See there, them say I know my own that, so I have to load that one there. Yeah, man. You go for man, them and them man hold long his spot, you know? I done them, you know? Nini,
I boss.
Chase. This is the top ranking, yeah? I even control the spot. And this is a young general come through in my place, you know? I give you strength same way. You know, a culture with him, I want maroon, you understand? So some papa tree are chasing and drop out them and make them dead, you know, man. Yeah, man, no make them dead, man. You know, long me take, hey, one drop them out, you know.
Them a plant?
Yeah, man.
So I really know.
We do a little thing, you know. I just said there. One time I used to yard, you know, we sleep up here and do what we need to do till we get to where we're there now. We want to finish up the structure, put everything in place, and we clear out everything again, and we start ready for grow, you know. I look for the next 2 months, you know, in estimate. Come up and show you what I go on. So today them just finished the casting of the roof, after which we're going to just do the foundation now for the office. And do a little splash, finish up, and we're good for the road, you know. God bless we, Father bless we. With a whole heap of attributes in our properties, you know. When you look on the back, you say you have a huge rock face and a mountain, you know. Even water run down in a certain place up there, you know. At some point we want to utilize all of them lands here, you know. Natural. A nice little chill spot. And that may I see feet right now. But the belief is that right now, we have something we believe in, and we want to make it materialize because we believe in economic independence, you know what I mean? As Maroons, as sovereign and free people, we're not supposed to depend on handout. Food for the poor is for the poor, you know? Maroons not poor, we're rich in everything. And for me, and for the brethren them around me, it's really what we want to bring to the fore. For sure, you say, It can happen. It's not a fable, it's not fake. You can make it happen, we have to make it happen. Yeah. Another challenge what we have is running water. Although the cockpit country themselves represent 40% of Jamaica fresh water supply, we in the compound village still not have running water. And we have a whole heap of springs. So even when we do little construction, we still have to depend on Mother Earth to give us some of the blessings. And we use little zinc and catch water. And when the rain comes and we have 6 full buckets, we know so we good. Right now we kind of empty and low because whole heap of work going on today. So we have to go set back and try catch back again, you know. But I say it's set. I say at the hills life, you have to learn to adapt, you know. Yeah man, and nothing is given, you have to just make it happen, you know. Yeah man, resourcefulness. That's how we see it, and we are going to do it the same way until we make it happen. Our dream, we're not going to die. We're not going to turn over and lay dead. We're going to continue doing it until we see it and make it happen.